Laziness is often a trait that is viewed negatively, has a negative connotation because the behavior itself is negative. However, in this video, we're going to be delving into how to make this negative behavior into a positive one, or at least use this negative behavior and turn the results into positive ones. So when someone's lazy, if you're lazy, if I'm lazy, means we're not doing as much as we could be doing. We're not doing what we should be doing. A classic example is a couch potato, right? And by that I mean you sat on a sofa, on a settee, on a couch, however you want to label it, for X amount of time. Usually a whole day or a whole week. You're doing nothing, right? All you're doing is sat on this sofa watching TV, not really doing much, right? You're just sat there, usually indulging content, whether it be on the TV, playing video games, or some sort of entertainment is being consumed by yourself, right? And if we do this for an extensive amount of time, you're therefore classified in society as lazy, right? Everyone's always trying to look around, what can I do more of, what can I do less of? I think this topic here may help you align where you want to do more things in, right? Personally, I don't think it's a bad thing to sit down and watch some TV every now and then, right? I think it's bad when it's not balanced, like most things. If we're sat constantly, like a couch potato example, doing this every single day, every single evening, there comes to a point where you got to question, what are you doing? You know, why are you almost wasting time with your life? You have so much potential with it, but this laziness, this lazy trait inside you is making you sit on this sofa, sit on this couch, and be less productive. You're not doing much, right? You're letting your mind become weaker in a way because you're not using it as well. You're just sat there mindlessly watching something and not properly engaging your brain. Of course, I understand people work jobs, people go to school, etc. This uses their brain and therefore they want time to chill and just focus on relaxing after a busy day. However, surely this time is almost the best time to do something new, to challenge yourself even more, especially when the majority of people are doing the example we've just said, right? Are doing nothing when they come home. And don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome to do nothing when you come home. But there's a big but here. But there needs to be a balance of it, right? You can't just always do this every single day because you're not making the most out of that time. This laziness that you've inherited or just slowly been drawn towards, this comfort that your mind wants, like I said, isn't engaging your brain. You're becoming weaker. You're becoming more dumb, right? You're not challenging yourself. You're not improving at anything. You're not experiencing more than you could be. Let's ask ourselves why. Why do we care if you want to do more? You know, someone may come home and they may be feeling depressed, right? They're bored of life. They hate their job. They hate their school. They hate their college. So they're going to come home and what their brain wants is comfort. And this comfort is provided by being a couch potato and indulging in this content, right? However, the ironic thing is that the depression also is becoming worse from this couch potato scenario because you're slowly controlling your mind into this space where you only feel safe and only feel happy when you're sat watching or doing anything on this couch, on the sofa. Therefore, whenever something new pops up, even if it's something very simple, oh, you have to catch a bus today, you're absolutely scared to do it because your brain is so used to just a simple, really simple routine and not engaging and pushing itself that something thrown your way creates so much anxiety inside of you because you're so used to this simple routine, right? This is obviously a bad habit that we want to snap out of because who wants to be anxious all the time? Who wants to be depressed? No one. No one wants to do the same boring routine where they hate their job, they hate going to school, and they come home and watch TV or Netflix or whatever you want to label it as for 5-6 hours and do nothing with that time productive. And then do the same thing the day after and the day after. How is that ever going to improve your situation? It isn't. Simple as. But in your mind, it wants its comfort and you're giving it its comfort. But that's where you have to snap out of it. You have to snap out of that and push through this discomfort and create a new opportunity for yourself. More than one opportunity. Opportunities with an S at the end. Obviously, people don't like hearing that they're lazy. Personally, I think I'm very lazy. But in the grand scheme of things, if someone from an outside looks in, they think I'm doing a lot. Because in my mind, I've been able to do so many tasks so quickly because I've found quicker ways to do them because of my laziness, right? So for example, this is a classic one. If I'm having to brush my teeth and I'm having a shower, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to brush my teeth in the shower. 2 in 1. I'm always looking for ways I can do multiple tasks at once, especially if they're monotonous tasks, like brushing your teeth, like going to the toilet, like washing your face. Simple things like that, just general hygiene, are really good ways to just combine in one, right? Saves time, allows you to have more time doing things that you actually enjoy. Because obviously hygiene's very important, but it doesn't mean you have to enjoy it all the time. Once it gets done, awesome. The quicker you can get it done, even better. And that's why I think if you can look at ways and where you can save time throughout your day to day, even if it's simple things like before you go to bed, maybe you lay out your ingredients for tomorrow that you want to make in the morning, or you pre-plan all your meals on a weekend, and then throughout the week you have your pre-planned meals in the fridge. It saves so much time, right? Bulk cooking. These are ways of combating this laziness. But in this video, I really want to focus on how you can use your laziness, especially if you're a lazy person, to your advantage, right? Let's say, I've used this example before, but it's something I do as well. And if you're wanting to get to the gym and push yourself more, and you drive, and you have to drive to the gym, park on double yellows. Park on double yellows when you come back home from school, work. This will force you to have to go outside the house, right? This will make you have to go outside the house unless you want a ticket, right? Or unless you want to risk it. And by the time you get to your car, you'll be like, oh, I may as well go to the gym now. I'm already here. These are ways of combating this laziness of wanting to stay in comfort and stay inside and do nothing and just chill. Find different ways throughout your life where you can use this laziness to your advantage and push you out of this comfort zone that you have created for your mind. Think of it like this. If you have this day once, for example, I'm recording this on the 9th of May, 2022. I have this exact day at this exact age once. Why would I want to waste it being lazy? I understand and I agree there's times where we're going to be lazy, we're going to be slower than usual, but if we're not striving for fun, like I've mentioned before on the top, or striving just for fulfillment in life, are we not wasting our time? If we're not living that fulfilling life, how are we going to create this happiness for ourselves? Can we? Is it possible? That's for us to find out. But I'd say from personal experience, and I'm assuming there's been many studies out there, that lazy people that don't do much tend to be less happy because they aren't engaging themselves as much. Maybe your brain is different to my brain and it can enjoy having that time to decompress, right? But for me personally, and from what I've seen from my own eyes and experience throughout life, the more active you are, and I don't just mean sporty, just active in general with, even if that's socializing, simple things like socializing compared to sitting on a sofa is so much better for you mentally. Because I'm trying to focus on you, right? You physically, you mentally, and emotionally / spiritually, right? Even going outside and talking to friends, family, random people in a social situation, how engaging is that for your brain? It's a new scenario for you. You're thinking about what you have to do, having to say, instead of just sat 5, 4, 6 hours, just mindlessly watching something while scrolling on your phone. Where's the engagement in that? Where's the fun in that? Maybe at first it's fun because you've lived such a busy lifestyle for the last X amount of years, X amount of months. But I really do think in balance, being lazy is possible. When it's not in balance, we should avoid at all costs and push to be a better version of ourselves, right? And use this laziness that we have inside of us to find ways where we can cut out time for our lives while allowing us to experience more. I gave 2 examples before. I'm sure you can think of examples throughout your own life. I really think it's important to use this laziness to our advantage to try and experience as much as we can, because we have limited time on this earth, right? Limited. I thought I'd leave you with a quote which actually inspired all this thinking, and it's from none other than Bill Gates. Choose a lazy person to do a hard job, because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it.